Number 20, 2.17 meters tall, Henan. The opposite, the lefty, absolutely crushes that ball cross court. Short serve from Bruno. It'll be passed all the way over by DeFalco, and a shot down the line, out, and no touch. Henan thought he got a piece of the USA block, but the call is not made. And now the hometown boy in the lineup, Chicago area native Jeff Jendrick, the 6'10 middle hitter out of Loyola, and he puts it in play. He puts it in play a little bit long. Got to be a lot of adrenaline for Jeff Jendrick. I'm sure he's got a big crowd here as he'll be replaced by our libero, Justin Watton, 6-footer out of Long Beach. Watton getting the start over Eric Shoji. This is the first year of the quad, and we'll talk about that as the evening progresses. The fun year. First shot from the left side and scoring with a creative tip out on the left pin was Aaron Russell. Russell wears number 2, 6'9", outside hitter out of Penn State. And now Matt Anderson with his first serve of the night. Should bring some significant heat to the Molten volleyball. We're playing with the Norseca ball, and it'll go all the way back over, played up by Watton. And a first swing for Max Holt, but he cannot score. Grendel, the libero, with the kill, and a little bit of a soft shot rolls off the USA block, so a kill out of the back row for number 19, Mauricio Borges. 1.9 meter outside hitter. Now the server taking his time as we're having a shoelace tie. Mauricio Borges with the correction to the equipment. He's ready. Our officials are ready. First referee Paul Albright waves the service, and it's a good one, but just popped up, and now a tool shot on the D-ball. Matt Anderson out of the back row with the kill. Great to see Matt Anderson back in the USA Volleyball lineup. He's taken some time off, but he's back for this match in Chicago. Didn't make the trip to Brazil on Sunday and Tuesday. And the server is Aaron Russell, and he goes just long. That ball's about a 1.5 feet over the end line, and first service opportunity for the tall lefty. We estimate about 7'2", 7'3". Henan, number 20, the lefty, playing for Wallace, and he's going to serve an ace right on the end line. So the first ace of the match goes to number 20 for Brazil. Henan Buiati. He takes his time and sends over another good one, but Watton with the up. Anderson out of the back row with the put away. Nice pass, Dustin Watton, to handle that topspin serve from the lefty. He'll come off as the server will be Max Holt, 6'10" middle hitter out of Penn State, wears number 17. Holt, Anderson, and Russell all back for what I believe is the first time in this first year of the new quad, ultimately leading to the Olympics in Tokyo. And the USA plagued by errant serves as they've missed another one. Holt going long. So Brazil leads 7-6 early. And at least 3 of those have come on missed serves, maybe 4. And the server for Brazil is number 5. And a kill out of the middle. Jeff Jendrick with the put away on the quick set. Jendrick known more for his blocking, so any kills he can pick up are a bonus for Team USA. Kavika Shoji back to serve off of the tape. Handled nicely, and a first swing of the match over on the left side. Mauricio Borges with the kill, number 19. And now we get the first technical timeout as Brazil leads at 8-7. And Rob on the mic is here. Rob Aspero out of Southern California, noted PA announcer. He's going to quiz some of the fans here. So both teams have taken a timeout. That gives us a chance to recap the situation. As we mentioned, first year of the quad. Assistant coach Brian Thornton talked about it being the most enjoyable year because there's no pressure. You're getting ready for the World Cup next year and then ultimately 2020 and the Olympics. So for these two teams, they're getting out there training. They're trying to see some of the younger players along with the veterans. I think we have 5 of Brazil's gold medal winning team from Rio, where they won the gold on their home floor last summer, a spectacular fashion over Italy. And of course, the USA took the bronze medal, defeating Russia in 5 sets. So both these teams medalists at the 2016 games in Rio. How will they place in Tokyo? We'll find out in 4 years. And an errant serve, the coach's point for head coach John Sparrow. He never looks really happy on the sideline, always has a very serious expression. He's pacing back and forth in the Navy. The USA in their Navy uniforms, little red trim, white stripes, and white numerals. And now the first serve from TJ DeFalco, and he goes just long. DeFalco, the youngest player on this team. He and Jeff Jendrick still college-age players, although the rumor is DeFalco may play professionally in Europe next year. Short serve by Bruno, picked up by DeFalco. Chance for Micah Christensen, and Jeff Jendrick with the kill off the face of number 2 for Brazil. That's Isaac, the 2.08 meter tall middle hitter. So he's playing in lieu of Lucas. And another missed serve for the USA. We'll try to get some stats between sets if we can. But regardless, the serving percentage not too good so far. Now we see one of the 4-person receives for the USA as they're going to face the serve of Mauricio. And a kill. TJ DeFalco coming down the middle with the rip. Rob on the mic has the crowd here with special cheers for a great kill, a great block, a great attack, and set point. You may be able to pick up the sound during the match. Oh, it looked like a football, then it was a football for number 1, Matt Anderson. The opposite for Team USA as he misses his serve. And at least 50% of Brazil's points have come on the errant serve. Now Isaac back to serve, the middle hitter. Brazil, one of the best serving teams in the country, and they show on that one as Isaac handcuffs DeFalco when it comes all the way over for the kill on the overpass. I'm high in the skybox up above, but I believe that was Mauricio Sousa with the kill. Another serve for Isaac. Another good one. Watton with the up, but it'll have to be just tipped over by Aaron Russell. Chance to attack. And it's Hanan missing wide after he got an excellent set from Mauricio Borges. The outside. He looked a little unhappy with his teammate as he ripped it cross court out of bounds. USA back within 1, and Aaron Russell, the server. 3 Penn State players in the lineup, so the Nittany Lions well represented in this current iteration of USA Volleyball. Nice dig by Anderson out of the back right position. Then he misses, trying to call for the touch, and then he tells his teammates, my bad, as he missed on a very hittable ball out of system. So Brazil back to a 2-point lead. And they'll get Hanan, their opposite on serve. He was tough last time, definitely going at TJ DeFalco, the least experienced player for Team USA, but DeFalco, the great combination. He gets the ball up to one of the best setters in the world. Gets up a decent ball for Kavika Shoji, and he gets it right back and puts it away. Micah Christensen on the bench. We may see him tomorrow night. It'll be interesting to see how the lineups change from this match to tomorrow night. These teams will play at 7:30 Central Time tomorrow. And an ace serve by Max Holt. Good toss and a ball in the seam. Head coach Anand Del Zotto talking it over with his captain Bruno. Bruno in rotation 4 left front. So he's got a little bit of a long run should the pass go to the right side of the court for Brazil. Good up. This time Bruno's going to push it to Hanan, and he is unstoppable at over 7 foot cross court over the top of the block. And the server is number 5 for Brazil. That's Lucas Alou. He sends over a float serve. Haven't seen too many of those. And then a triple block up against Aaron Russell out of the back row. Everybody in the front row was up. Mauricio Borges at the outside hitter position. Mauricio Sousa at the middle. And then Bruno came over and helped. Bruno, not the tallest setter in the world, but he knows how to block. Shoji pushes it back, but it will come back on the counterattack. And oh, is that ball out? Yes. For a second, it looked like the libero, Dustin Watton, was going to get a hand on it, but he did not. I'm sure he was trying to find out if the block touched it first. USA back to within 1. And Shoji, the setter, back to serve, and he sends it long. USA serving aggressively but missing. We're going to get our second technical timeout. And unofficially, we've got at least 6 missed serves for the USA, maybe 7. We'll take a quick break on the USAV.org network.
In the beginning, I was just thrown into this job and I knew nothing. So someone said, you need to be part of this organization. I looked into it and I really just emailed some people from USA Volleyball, and within a few hours they answered questions via email or phone call. And you know, maybe being naive, I would call them up and say, what do I do here? And they answered. They'd pick up the phone and answer and walk me through things. And for me, that familiar, you know, you're not just nobody. You are somebody, let's help you get through this, was a big deal for someone who didn't know how to get answers at the time.
I love getting the magazine. It really excites me. And I like that Karch Karai has a blog in there every week, because I do feel like that really gives me access to him.
After the second technical timeout, Brazil leads 16-14, and we are back underway. Shoji pushes it out to Matt Anderson, and he tools the block. And a little conversation under the net between the two Olympians, Bruno and Matt Anderson. They're smiling. These teams know each other quite well. They played in the World League this summer in the semis, and Brazil won in 4 sets. But Wallace was there for that match. Now TJ DeFalco. And this is getting problematic for the USA. as they only trail by 2, but they have missed multiple serves. Bruno is the server. He goes hard off the tape. Watton with the excellent up, but then Brendel with the dig the other way. A little bit of a collision and a big rejection. USA with the double block. Jendrick and Russell. Monster block, it says up on the big screen here, and the fans, they were trained before this match what to do on the monster block, and that was indeed the huge double block from Team USA to get back within 1. Can they go on any kind of a serving run as they are getting a serving sub in? And it looks like it's Garrett Muangu Tutia. The only player with 6 syllables in this match. And a good serve by Muangu Tutia. And a kill the other way immediately in the system. Brazil gets the kill from Isak out of the middle. USA is tall. Brazil is even taller. The old saying in volleyball, you can't coach tall. The servers are number 19, Mauricio Borges. And a kill by Max Holt, coming right back in the face of number 2, Isak. So a great decision by Shoji to run the middle. And now Matt Anderson's back on the end line. Can he go on the serving run? The USA needs to take this first set. Getting late. And Anderson catches the tape. The announcer's jinx. I gotta believe we're double digits in missed serves. I don't have any live stats up here in the skybox, but I would predict it's got to be close, which means, if that's true, that half of Brazil's points have been scored on an unforced error by the team in red, white, and blue. Server is Isak. He's got a good one, but handled by DeFalco, who's getting the majority of the action. Now a great play by Isak with one hand. Bruno goes out to the left pin, and Lucas Lowe goes over the top and out of bounds. So nice sequence for the USA after Brazil got a credible swing out in the left pin. They set up a well-formed block. It didn't lead to a touch. It led to a hitting error. And the server is Aaron Russell. Brendel with the up. Bruno goes back to it. Oh, and a net violation called on the block. Not sure of the number. It was either DeFalco or Holt. TJ DeFalco, they list him at 6'5". Max Holt 6'10". Getting up against Hanan. Now we're getting a question of who's the next server, and the second referee, Michelle Prater, gets that corrected, as is the lefty, Hanan. Playing the opposite. Position traditionally held down by Wallace, one of the best, if not the best in the world. And there's another one of the best opposites in the world. Number 1, Matt Anderson on the D-ball with the kill down the line. USA, they keep fighting to get within 1, and then they can't get any kind of a run. Max Holt at 6'10". What can he bring to the USA serve? A good one. Oh, it just catches the tape and goes down. So again, the service errors. And Lucas Lowe will be the server for Brazil, the outside hitter. They list him at 1.96 meters, and he serves over a floater. Good, quick in the middle, just tipped by Jendrick. And then a miss, and Hanan, one of the less experienced players on this Brazilian team. When you play behind Wallace, tough to get a lot of time at opposite. He misses badly on a decent set from Bruno. And again, Kavika Shoji with the service. Bruno takes the perfect up and he goes right back to Hanan, and Hanan, TJ DeFalco thinks that there was no contact on the ball or that it was through the net, but the rookie with Team USA not going to convince our first referee, Paul Albright. He does not get the call. As Hanan picks up the kill. And the service is Mauricio Sousa, the middle hitter. Shoji out to Anderson out in the left pin, and now we're going to get a block called in the net. Bruno takes a look at his middle knee socket, says it wasn't me, it had to be you. And I think there's a conversation going on between Bruno and Isak, and Isak is confessing to the net violation. Keeps the USA hopes alive. Can they make a little 4-point run and push to a first set victory? TJ DeFalco with topspin, and he goes into the net. So originally the USA was missing long, now they're missing short. John Squirrel, the head coach, looking down. He's going to smile. He's actually smiling, talking to his coaching staff. I don't think he wants to know how many missed serves. I think he can count in his head. So big point coming up here for Brazil as they've got Bruno back on the service line. He'll send over the jump float, handled nicely by Russell. And Anderson off of hands, but Lowe, Lucas Lowe with the save. And then the roll shot and scoring on a creative shot. It's Hanan. The opposite. Now the first timeout taken at set point. So we had the two regular timeouts. Let's take a quick break here on USAV.org.
Hi, my name's Karch Kirai, head coach of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team. Did you know that USA Volleyball relies on thousands of dedicated coaches, officials, and volunteers, trained, accredited, and held to a vigorous code of conduct? That USA Volleyball is made up of over 5,000 clubs and 325,000 members. We are proud of our Olympic medals and accomplishments, but we are so much more than that.
Welcome back to Hoffman Estates, the Sears Center. We are at set point in set one for Brazil. And Bruno is the server, and he's very reliable, so he puts it in. Coming out of the back row, TJ DeFalco. No, he sends it long. And so the first set goes to the team from South America. Brazil with the 25-21 first set win. And the teams will trade sides. We're in Hoffman Estates. I'm Coach K. Stay with us for set two. We'll take a break on the USAV.org network. We're glad to be in Hoffman Estates. More number one versus number two coming up shortly.
Let's welcome the Chicago Bulls, Bucket Boys.
Welcome back, volleyball fans, to the Sears Center in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. And the Chicago Bucket Boys have just brought down the house here with their drum quartet, I guess we'll call it. And we know the Brazilian team liked it because they were clapping and they were cheering, and they're also up 1-0 with the 25-21 win in set one. I'm Coach K. I want to thank Stephen Munson from USA Volleyball for setting me up here in the skybox and a chance to do a little play-by-play. I do college volleyball in the MEVA conference as well as the Girls Junior Nationals. Enjoy those events. Also do some women's college volleyball and some high school volleyball. But obviously this is my first experience with Team USA, and I'm thrilled to be here. I'm here as a fan, and I'm here to enjoy it. I'm here to bring you a few insights maybe that you don't see on our stream camera. We've got a beautiful view here. It's a terrific sport court with the American flags in each corner set up beautifully. All the USAV sponsors on the banners all the way around. We'll talk about some of them when we get a chance. But first, we've got to play set two, and we're underway with the service. And I didn't get the number. I think it was Lucas Lowe. It was. And scoring into the corner, Aaron Russell. So the first server for Brazil was Lucas Lowe, who is an outside hitter. They list him at 1.96 meters. And the first server for Team USA is Matt Anderson, and he ripped as it's Mauricio Borges with the up. Now Anderson the other way off of hands, and the USA takes an early 2-0 lead. So the Olympians, first Aaron Russell with the kill, and then Matt Anderson with a kill on the D ball out of the back row as they get Team USA off to a 2-0 start. USA must have a better serving second set than they had in the first, and Matt Anderson, that is the announcer's jinx. You start to say something nice about the servers because Matt Anderson has a good one, and I think he set a new record. He sent that ball almost into the video cameras set up in the end to record this match for the coaching staff. So after that missed serve, USA still up, and they'll face the serve of the middle hitter, Mauricio Fusa. And he likes the jump float. Handled by DeFalco, and then tooled off the block, and it will be a kill all the way across. Brazil thought a USA defender may have touched that ball before it went out, but that's not the call. Line judges with some emphatic flags. And so the server will be Aaron Russell. And he's got a good one, but handled perfectly by Brendel. Right to Bruno, and on a very quick tempo set out to the left pin, Mauricio Borges with the kill. When you send over a good serve and the libero, Thiago Brendel, handles it perfectly, that's frustrating. USA can do the same thing. Let's see if they do it off of the serve by Bruno. Good save set by Shoji over beyond the pin. Now this will come back on a roll shot. No, it does not. Brazil takes a shot out of system. Mauricio Borges with another kill. And we'll do a little housekeeping down below. We have the women's volleyball team from Northern Illinois University. The Huskies are here shagging volleyballs and keeping the floor clean, helping out. And why not? Chance to see an international match. Terrific play. Kavika Shoji with the last minute pokey as that ball was right on top of the tape. It looked like it was going to hit the antenna off a very tough serve. And Shoji, that'd make his dad Dave the recently retired head coach at the University of Hawaii. Very proud. Also his brother Eric on the bench in the libero jersey. In fact, we'll see if he sees some action. Oh, that ball's long. USA looking for a call, but they didn't get it. We're going to get a new volleyball into the match as Mauricio Borges, the outside hitter, back to serve. That'll bring Lucas Lowe into the front row. And that ball's in. Ooh, surprising call. Let's see if the first referee overrules. Our line judge, who I believe is Felix Madera, with the flag, very definitive flag. First referee takes a look. He can always overrule, but he chooses to let it stand. And in the category of the ball never lies, Mauricio Borges into the tape. I think even at the Team USA level, I bet there's a couple of guys down on the bench that said the ball never lies. Server is Shoji. Watton with a one-handed dig to bring that ball back, and then a double block, but it's tooled as the tallest man on the floor, Henan, with the kill. So Brazil, long known for Wallace at opposite, one of the most talented players in the world. He's taken some time off, and Henan, even taller and a lefty, over at the opposite position. Isak with the serve. And DeFalco cannot get it past Lucas Lowe and Mauricio Sousa as they put up a well-formed double block against the youngest player on this team, TJ DeFalco. We saw him playing with the Huntington Beach Club. Birthday in 1997 from Huntington Beach, California, Surf City, USA. Watton with the up. And then another double block, and that is a monster block. Henan and Mauricio Sousa. And now the USA is going to take a timeout as they led 2-0. Got a missed serve and have now trailed by 3. So down 1-0, down 8-5. Excuse me, that was the 8th point. That was the technical timeout. We'll keep it right here. We wanted to thank Brian Thornton, USA Volleyball assistant coach, as we had a nice visit talking about this being the first year of the quad. And so you have a mixture of players who have bronze medals from Rio, mixing in with players who've never played on the USA team. Youth and experience all blended together. This team getting ready for the next tournament. I believe it's the Champions Cup coming up in September. We'll double check that. A number of these players played in the FIVB World League back on Friday, July 7th. Brazil triumphed over the USA in 4 sets. But they had 5 of their 7 Olympic starters, USA only with 3. And running a bick and putting down a roll shot is Aaron Russell out of the back row, as he'll now rotate front left as TJ DeFalco will go back to serve. So a nice play off of the timeout by USA, and it was indeed the technical timeout at 8-6. So TJ DeFalco back to serve. Sends over a good one, but handled again, and then getting up to run the bick. What a combination for Mauricio Borges, as he's getting the start at one of the outside hitter positions. He not only passed a very good serve by DeFalco, got up and hit a bick off of the block. And he puts the lefty Henan on serve, and he misses long. just about one piece of sport court too long for Hanan. He almost hit the very corner of the court. So Jeff Jendrick, the local product out of Wheaton, Illinois, I believe, puts it in play. That's good. That's right on the end line. An ace serve for Jeff Jendrick. Rob on the mic wants to hear the ace cheer. You got to give the ace cheer for Jeff Jendrick. He's from Wheaton, Illinois, right here in the Chicagoland area. Hometown hero. We know his sister Jessica, who coached and played at Illinois and St. Louis U. Roll shot coming the other way, picked up nicely. And then a push down by Aaron Russell. I think that was Matt Anderson who stepped in and saved that little creative roll shot from Brazil. So the USA is caught up. They're a little bit inspired by that ace by Jeff Jendrick. Great crowd here at the Sears Center. Lots of Brazilian fans, but obviously on the home court, even more USA fans. Shot off of hands. Lucas Lowe will score. And how about the pickup? Mauricio Sousa on the short jump float serve. I know as a middle hitter, he's not a primary passer in that receive, but he handled it, got it up to Bruno, and no problem for Brazil. They have a 1-point lead, and they're on the serve of Lucas Lowe. And that ball, ooh, the block is definitely into the net. So Matt Anderson missed badly out of bounds on a C ball, but he shakes it off because he gets the kill as he left Mauricio Borges out to dry. He was under the net and in the net. Crowd trying to inspire the USA. They haven't had many leads, just the early 2-0 lead. Short serve from Anderson, he rolls it. And now the double block, but nice cover by Lucas Lowe. And oh, that ball's off of the face of Anderson, and now Anderson can't get the chip shot from Mauricio Borges. So, good effort on both sides, and in the end, point to Brazil, and they'll go back on serve. As they'll get their middle, Mauricio Sousa back to serve. In case you're wondering, no challenges, no video challenges for this match. We're not set up for that. And we are playing with what Coach Brian Thornton calls the Norseca molten volleyball. That's the red, green, and white ball. Errant pass by DeFalco again, all the way over. And now the solo block. Shoji, but it will come back. Shoji's going to try the middle. And great 3-set to Max Holt. A chance for the 6'10 middle hitter from Penn State to detonate. The scoreboard says super spike, and indeed it was. Shoji may have gotten a little bit of that volleyball in the block off the face, but he's able to find Max Holt. Aaron Russell down the line, one-handed pass, and it leads to a kill. What an effort. Mauricio Borges just stuck out his left hand, and not only did he get the ball up, but it went to Bruno, who was able to set Hanan over on the right side. Brazil continuing to impress. Head coach Hanan Del Zotto goes and gets a bottle of water. He's up a set, so he can afford the time. Again, Shoji to Max Holt, and a nice connection in the middle. If the U.S. was guilty of something during the World League, it was not enough middle connections. They had Jeff Jendrick and David Smith playing middle hitter. Max Holt not with the team. But they did ultimately finish fourth in the World League. A credible effort. Now a ball off the chest of Aaron Russell. He's going to want the young ladies from Northern Illinois University to do a little housekeeping as that kill goes to Isak. The middle hitter with the put away. They list Isak at 2.08 meters. What a play. Matt Anderson was shifting to his back right position. That ball almost hit him, so he jumped in the air, played a little dodgeball on the serve by Mauricio Borges and a miss. Perhaps there's something wrong with the right side of the court as we see it, because there's certainly more misses from that end. Mauricio Borges with the set roll shot. Watton with one of the first chances that he's had to set and give the assist to number 21, Dustin Watton, as he puts it out to the right pin to Matt Anderson for the out-of-system kill for USA, and USA takes their first lead midway through a set. I'm sure Brazil will not take a timeout. They'll use the technical timeout at 16. Shoji with the service. And a kill for Lucas Lowe over on the left pin, hitting it off of the hands of Matt Anderson. He was up with Jeff Jendrick. USA has blocked well, and they have to be pleased to have Aaron Russell at 6'9" and Matt Anderson at 6'9" back in the front row. Server is Isak. He has one of the highest tosses. Looks like he foot faulted, and it doesn't matter because he hit it out long. No call on the foot fault. So he'll come off, and Thiago Brindle, the libero, will return. Brindle is 1.88 meters, so I haven't done all my conversions, but he's a regular size guy. Unlike the rest of Brazil. Kill for Henan over on the right pin as he hits the C ball off the top of the block. Jendrick was up with Aaron Russell. Now the lefty Henan. Oh, he's going to try the jump float. Hasn't done that. He gets an errant pass from Aaron Russell, and now a ball that bleeds through the block for Lucas Lowe. So in system, off the free ball, Bruno runs a quick tempo ball out to Lucas Lowe, and he's able to beat the seam of the block. You're watching USA Volleyball on the USAV.org network. Let's take a quick break. Back after the technical timeout, I'm Coach K, also known as Steve Kissel. This is USA Volleyball on the USAV.org live stream from Hoffman Estates. And a real battle here in set two. USA had a 1-point lead. Now Brazil up one off the technical timeout. And USA will face the serve of the very tall Henan, the opposite for Brazil, but he's going to go float again. Good pickup by Jeff Jendrick to step in and get that ball. Now Henan with the dig and then the cross court. Shoji, oh, that ball's live, but it can't be saved. Henan on the D ball off of Shoji, and then Aaron Russell got a fist on it, and Jeff Jendrick couldn't save it. Jendrick did a nice job, and now we're going to keep it right here, but how about this by head coach John Sparrow, the veteran coach of men's volleyball at both UC Irvine, where he won national championships, now at UCLA, and then the USA men's team, where he won the bronze medal in Rio. He's going to take a timeout right behind the technical timeout. So he doesn't want to see any more. And it's a fairly animated John Speraw talking to his team that he doesn't want any kind of letdown off of that point that was just scored. To be honest, it was an excellent dig by Shoji against the D-ball from Henan. Now Henan's going to continue to serve, and he's going with a float serve. Last time Jeff Jenrick was moving to his middle position and made a nice up, but the USA needs a put away. And they also could use a missed serve, and they get it. The coach's point for head coach John Speraw, as he's got some last-minute instructions to Max Holt. The Olympic veteran returns to the floor. He'll be right between Aaron Russell and Matt Anderson. So we'll call this the power line for USA. Jeff Jendrick with a good serve. Bruno in the middle. Oh, it will not come up. DeFalco got a touch on it, but it's a kill for Mauricio Sousa. So Sousa with another kill. That's a lineup when Jendrick's serving and you've got Anderson in the front row with Holt and Russell. You've got to score. Now it must be. Remember in the Olympics where the fans at one end blew extra hard? I don't think we've got that here at the Sears Center, but clearly the ball likes to go out long from the court on your right because another missed serve from that court. So now crunch time for Matt Anderson from the service line. He takes something off the first one, and a power tip just pushed through the hands of Kavika Shoji. He said, "I did all I could, coach," at 6'3". He is from Honolulu, Hawaii. If his dad, Dave, is not here, we hope he's tuned in, and we hope he's enjoying seeing his son, Kavika, run the offense. Float serve, and again, another miss from that side of the court. It's almost an epidemic as missed serves from the right side of the court as you see it on camera. This one by Mauricio Sousa. So the server is Aaron Russell. Can he get a service run going and get the USA tied up? He cannot. He goes off the bottom of the ball with his hand and misses long. Almost had underspin on that ball. So Bruno is back to serve, and I'm going to predict Bruno will put this ball in. Son of the legendary coach Bernardo, who is now retired. What a one-handed save set. Not an ideal pass for Shoji, but he gets it to Max Holt with one hand, and now he welcomes Jeff Jendrick back to the front row. Max Holt has picked up where he left off at the 2016 Olympics. He's a force in the middle, a big guy at 6'10". He hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. Bruno's going to try the back set, and that's going to be off of the block of TJ DeFalco. So a tool time shot over on the right pin for Mauricio Sousa. And now he'll go back to serve. He's lined up in that side of the court in that rotation, and he'll take that back set from Bruno all day. Oh, he almost foot faulted, and he'll get an ace. So just missing the foot fault. The topspin drops in front of Dustin Watton for the USA, the libero. And now we're to get our second timeout from head coach John Speraw. We'll take another break on the USAV.org broadcasting network.
Hi, my name's Coach Kirai, head coach of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team. Did you know that USA Volleyball relies on thousands of dedicated coaches, officials, and volunteers, trained, accredited, and held to a vigorous code of conduct? that USA Volleyball is made up of over 5,000 clubs and 325,000 members. We are proud of our Olympic medals and accomplishments, but we are so much more than that.
We are back, and Brazil up 22-19. Coach John Speraz used both his timeouts as the USA desperately needs a side out. Matt Anderson, oh, that ball's pancaked by Bruno, so it's still alive. Bruno's going to clear it. He sends it over. Somewhat a mangled ball, but it's perfectly legal. Now, Shoji's going to try Anderson off of Brendel, off his chest. Both teams battling the best rally of the match. And there comes Aaron Russell, and he ran a D-ball, came from his middle back position to go behind Shoji and hit from the back right position. So a little bit of a variation on the back row attack. USA likes to run a variety of back row attacks, and this time it's Aaron Russell. The must point as he gets the USA within 2. Kavika Shoji back to serve at 6'3". He's got a great topspin serve. He handcuffed Brendel on that one. This will come as a roll shot. Oh, triple block. Lucas Lowe is rejected. DeFalco up with Jendrick and Anderson. The video board says monster block. And the fans are doing the monster block cheering. Now head coach Anandel Zotto takes his first time out. We're going to keep it right here as we want to remind people that the USA will be playing in the NORCECA Men's Continental Championship. That is September 26th through October 1st, and that will be at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I've been there. I did my first ever Cap 1 training there many years ago. In fact, Doug Beal came. The team was training there at that time. They now train in the beautiful city of Anaheim, but Doug Beal spoke to our Cap class, and we learned a lot about some of the training techniques. They used to have a double line on the court. I don't know if they still have that, and it was to adjust for the altitude in Colorado Springs. I think they've taken that away. But they actually had a second line, and if it hit inside that line, it was in. So for you folks in Colorado, be sure to go see men's NORCECA action September 26th through October 1st. Back to a big serve for Shoji, and he sends it over. Bruno is going to try the back set to Hanan, and he misses out. And Hanan looks a little uncomfortable. He looks more comfortable on the D ball out of the back row than he does on some of the sets in the front row, the C, what I call the C ball. The ball out to the right pin. Bruno gave him a perfect opportunity. Haven't seen any subs on either side to speak of in this match. Only 6 allowed in FIVB action. Now the missed serve by Shoji. So that gives Brazil a 1-point lead, but I like the effort going for it to try to take the lead. Oh, we're going to get our first sub in for Brazil as number 10, Otavio, is in. Looks like he's going out at the left pin unless they're, no, he's going to stay in the middle. And that was a poor decision as Jeff Jendrick bounced it right over his head. So they list Otavio as a middle blocker. He's 2.02 meters. And he went up but could not stop Jeff Jendrick. Jendrick with a huge kill. USA with a real opportunity here as they are going to get Garrett Luangu Tutia into serve. Luangu Tutia as one of the better topspin serves on Team USA. Can he come through in the clutch? what a tough job. The serving a specialist role. And he goes into the tape. So it'll be a set point, first set point for Brazil. And let's see what they're going to do. They're going to do a sub. They're going to take Bruno out and get a bigger block in the front row as they are bringing in I think it's Arreo. They list him at 2.06 meters. So he's a lot taller than Bruno. So we'll see who sets should they get a ball on the Brazilian side. But they're going for the monster block to win the set. Long run for Shoji. He goes to Anderson, who rolls it over. It's out of system. And, oh, it's alive. No, it's not. Henan out of system with a ball off the double block. And John Speraw is very upset, as is Micah Christensen. They are up talking to the second referee. Michelle Prater will have none of it, but there's clearly some upset people on the Team USA bench as Brazil has prevailed in set two. So up 2-0. That one a little tighter, all tied at 23. Brazil picks up 2 key points, one on a missed serve and one on a kill by Henan as they lead 2-0. You're watching Team USA on the USAV.org network. Come back and join us in about 2.5 minutes.
In the beginning, I was just thrown into this job and I knew nothing. So someone said, you need to be part of this organization. I looked into it and I really just emailed some people from USA Volleyball, and within a few hours they answered questions via email or phone call. And you know, maybe being naive, I would call them up and say, what do I do here? And they answered. They'd pick up the phone and answer and walk me through things. And for me, that familiar, you know, you're not just nobody. You are somebody, let's help you get through this, was a big deal for someone who didn't know how to get answers at the time.
I love getting the magazine. It really excites me. And I like that Coach Karai has a blog in there every week, because I do feel like that really gives me access to him. And of course, as a young person, I admired him as a player. And now that he's coaching our national team, I just think, wow, he's just doing amazing things. And I feel like I do have personal access to him, which I think is great. John Kessel, having access to someone like that is really great. Even though it's not necessarily they're coming in my gym, in a way I feel that they are, because I can read what they're writing and really apply that.
We've tinkered, I guess, with other organizations, but every time we've done that, we've come back to USA Volleyball, and they're always the most well-organized, well-run tournaments. It gives us the best competition in our area.
I love the impact training. I love the resources that are available through the grassroots programs. I like that we can point our parents in that direction.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, when I first started coaching with USAV, I thought, well, this is a real pain. I've got to pay money to get a background check. I mean, really? So I thought, wow, I really have to get a background check, and then I have to spend a day getting impact certified. And that was before. Once I got the background check and got impact certification, which I thought was great, impact certification far exceeded my expectations as a coach. I felt like I knew how to coach, and then I went to impact certification and realized, oh my gosh, there is so much I don't know and need to learn.
This was my first year for USAV, and then I did some high school as well. The training to make sure that people...
Set number 3. About to begin. Team USA down 2-0. The crowd on their feet. The Bucket Brigade throwing some volleyballs up into the crowd down below us. Brazil prevails 25-21 in set one, 25-23 in set number two. So they are up 2-0. They can clinch it. Team USA needs to win this one to just get into that 4-set. Stretch this match out as long as you can. Jeff Jendrick will be our first server, and we're going to see the first action for Ben Patch, and Jendrick goes into the tape, and again, the theme continues. Serves from the right end side of the court, which looks toward the black curtain, does not have the video board behind us. If anything, that ought to be the easier side to send serves over. Now first serve for Brazil, as they're going to put it in play with Mauricio Sousa. And another good connection in the middle. And we got another sub into the match. I think that's Dan McDonald, number 13. Yes, it is. So Dan McDonald's going to see some action. Looks like maybe Max Holt is out. He is a 6'6" middle hitter out of a UC Irvine. Reaching high over the top of the block and putting it away is Isak for Brazil, their middle hitter. We'll convert all those Brazilian heights into feet and inches for tomorrow night. But 2.08 meters is a big guy. Solo block. No, tool time. Aaron Russell with the kill off of Hanan. Hanan thought he celebrated a little bit. He thought he had the solo block. But it's a kill for Aaron Russell. Ben Patch is now in at opposite. Dan McDonald now in at middle hitter, and Aaron Russell goes long. And as far as Matt Anderson and Max Holt are concerned, it's not anything performance-based. It's based on jump counts and things like that. Distribution of effort. Oh, Shoji attacking on two, but it is dug, I think, off the forehead, and then a kill out of the back row on the Bic. Mauricio Sousa with another kill. We have not seen Lucarelli. We were hoping to see the very exciting outside hitter off the Brazilian Olympic team, but Lucas Lowe and Mauricio Sousa have held down the outside hitter position. Good play by Shoji again to send that ball over. Now he's going to try back set to his middle McDonald, and then another kill out of the middle as Bruno will use his tall and talented middle Isak every chance he gets. Oh, it's not Bruno in. They did take Bruno out. I wondered. No, he's in there. First I thought Bruno had departed, but he just was getting a towel. Big serve off of Russell. First swing for Ben Patch in at opposite. That ball's in the plane and attacked to the floor. First kill for another local product, Thomas Jeske, 6'6", outside hitter, played at Loyola of Chicago where he won a national championship. Actually, a couple of them. So now we have Jeske in, we have Patch in, and we have McDonald in, and we have a missed serve by number 13, Dan McDonald. So we'll have to adjust our lineup sheet here. So the USA using their full roster to manage jump counts for some of these players. Good set by Jeske all the way over to Patch, but that comes back. Now Jeske off of hands, and this will come back, I think. Yes, it does. Good pickup by Watton. Another chance to run a quick tempo ball to Jeske, and Thomas Jeske with the kill. So a nice sequence for the USA as they had to battle to get that point. Took a couple of efforts as spectacular defense for Brazil. And lots of housekeeping. The girls from the women's volleyball team, actually the young women from the women's volleyball team at Northern Illinois University, they are doing the ball shagging and the court cleanup, and they're working hard. Ace serve! Kavika Shoji with the ace out of Stanford, and USA back within one. Shoji back to serve again. Can he tie it up? In the World League, on the double sub, he went on some nice serving runs. Perfect up by Brendel, then Russell with the dig, but that ball's in the plane and jammed down by Hanan, the tallest player on the floor at 2.17 meters. So well above 7 feet. They're calling that a monster block here in the stadium, but that is a kill for Hanan. The form doesn't matter. When you jam down the overpass with two hands, that's a kill. To be a block, you have to have an attacker. And Hanan misses into the tape. Both teams trying to serve tough, hard and low, over the top of the net. And there has been some struggles. Now the server for USA is Thomas Jeske. Bruno, like a fish in the net, could not retrieve that errant pass. So give Thomas Jeske credit for an ace for USA. And he's tied it up. I'm not going to say anything about Thomas Jeske's serve, but it's really good. Thomas Jeske with another ace as he's able to rocket one off of Mauricio Borges, and head coach Hanan Del Zotto has seen enough. He's going to take a timeout. Well, it's the technical timeout. He's going to be happy with this technical timeout. I think Coach Del Zotto, after two consecutive aces, would have liked to have taken a timeout. It worked out perfectly as it was the technical timeout. So we want to mention the gentleman in the match here. Ben Patch, number 14, the 6'8", opposite out of Provo, Utah, and BYU. He made the trip to Brazil and is here in Chicago. And he's in for Matt Anderson at opposite. And then Dan McDonald, 6'6", middle hitter out of Glendale, Arizona, and UC Irvine. Down below at the bottom of your screen, you see Rob on the mic. That's Rob Esparro, as he's getting jiggy with it. A little surf guitar going on here. Great to meet Rob on the mic, as he was very helpful with pronunciations. I cannot compare to the very talented Rob Esparro, but I'm glad to be here as a fan, and I'm hoping USA can pull out this third set and force a fourth. But Lucas Lowe says, not so fast, Coach K. We are the number one ranked team in the world. We'll take a kill from the left pin, and we'll go on serve, all tied up at 8-all. So, three newcomers in this third set. Can they make a difference? Low with the jump float, and that's out. Great decision. Aaron Russell had that one measured. At 6'9", it was up around his eyes, so he knew it was going to carry over the end line. So Jeff Jendrick, who got us started, he was our first server in this match. Can he get the USA going again? That ball's up in the plane. Bruno, though, able to get to it first. Somebody from the USA should have been up with her. Oh, no. Aaron Russell went down a little bit hard, but he's okay. Good hustle. Teammate Dan McDonald got right over there. I thought Bruno's ball on 2 on the tight ball should have been rejected. So somebody wasn't locked and loaded when that ball went up in the plane. Short serve by Mauricio Sousa. And now that ball's hit out. So USA, after leading 8-7, now down by 1. Notice some of the servers for Brazil has some unique rituals before they go back to the service line. Mauricio Sousa likes to bounce the ball right on the end line and then go back to the service line. Quick ball out to Russell. Pokey saved up. Now a joust at the middle. Dan McDonald, and he stays with it. Credit Dan McDonald, number 13. He tried to jam it down, and Brazil brought it back, and then he went up and got the ball as it came over and chipped it into the middle of the court. So nice hustle play by Dan McDonald off the bench. USA needs the left. Now Ben Patch back to serve as he wears a number 14, and he's got a good one, and it's going to go all the way over. Oh, that ball is saved. No, it will not come back. Bruno did all he could. Now he's getting the towel again. Bruno, one of those athletes that works hard all the time. Bruno Hesende, son of Bernardo Hesende, arguably the greatest coach in men's and women's indoor volleyball. 6 Olympic medals as a coach and 1 as a player. Ben Patch says, my bad. That toss was too far in front of him and died before he could get to it. Probably not enough height for the distance from his approach. Bruno now the server. Hit up by Jeske, now Patch. Watten's there on the cover. Quick tempo ball, and this will come back. Good pickup by Jeske to keep it alive. Now the double block, and that ball's in. So the hustle plays, coupled by Thomas Jeske, lead to a hard-earned point on the block. I want to say that was Shoji and McDonald up on that block over on the left pin against Brazil, their left pin. Roll shot and just missing, and he's so frustrated. Aaron Russell wanted to drop one in front of the serve receive. Nice idea, but it doesn't work. And now Team USA is going to face a pretty hard topspin serve from Mauricio Borges. Oh, it's a good one, but it's kept alive. Patch with a huge broad jump to tip that ball over. Now Watten gets a dig. Good back set by Jeske. Great hands, and it leads to another point. Thomas Jeske to Ben Patch on the D ball. And that's an unbelievable set by Jeske because he was about 8 feet off the net over at his outside hitter position, and he back set that blind to Ben Patch for the kill off hands. USA with a 1-point lead. Can they fight back? Force a 4 set. Don't even think about anything else, but just get this 3rd set. And another missed serve. Dan McDonald into the tape. Tomorrow morning, I think there's going to be serving practice for Team USA. Maybe a light workout, but a lot of serving right here in the Sears Center at Hoffman Estates. The server will be the middle, Isak. And he's got a good topspin serve, but he sends it long. Isak absolutely goes for it with that serve. Thiago Brendel returns that libero. Brendel's going to win the best haircut award. He's got the mohawk with the ponytail. Nobody can match that one. Ooh, that ball is on the sideline. Kavika Shoji with the serve, and he is fired up. Look down on the Team USA bench, and they are encouraging number 7. Another good serve by Shoji. And that ball just chopped through. Lucas Lowe wins that one. Bruno pushed the ball. He was beyond the 3-meter line, and he pushed it out to the left pin with some pace. And cross body shot by Lucas Lowe fights its way through the USA block. USA lead down to 1. The big lefty, Hanan, always tries the short float serve, and Jeff Jendrick having a good night in his hometown. Jendrick, as we mentioned, part of the World League team, as well as the USA Cup matches in Brazil, but more of a blocker than an attacker, but he's put down a number of kills now, and on the technical timeout with USA up 16-14. We'll keep it right here as the USA team down below to your right on screen around their head coach, John Spraw. No quit in these guys. They're down 2-0, but they are fired up, and they've gotten a big lift from number 10. He's wiping his face with the towel. Thomas Jeske didn't see action in the first 2 sets, but he is in this one. And the former Loyola product, winner of the NCAA National Championships in 2014 and 2015. Under head coach Shane Davis. We assume Shane Davis, who's now the head coach at Northwestern on the women's side, is here somewhere. Gotta be here for Thomas Jeske. Lots of fans in the stands. Great crowd here. Way to go, Chicagoland. Showing up for Team USA, as well as the assorted Brazilian fans. Ace serve off the timeout. Thomas Jeske. He's doing it all. Didn't see action in the first 2 sets, but he was ready to go. Dustin Watton getting the crowd fired up. The libero in white for USA, in royal blue for Brazil. Now, finally, Jeske misses the old ace-miss combination. You see it all the time, whether it's high school, college, international, doesn't matter. Serve an ace and then try to serve something better than an ace. There's no such thing. But that's all right. Jeske's given this team a huge lift. Now can they handle the serve of Lucas Lowe? Short float. Nice pickup by Russell. He'll get it back. Tips it off of hands. Good play. Mauricio Borges, and it leads to a kill. So Brazil off the sprawling save by a big man, Mauricio Borges. If Brazil had an NFL team, Mauricio Borges could be on it somewhere. Defensive end, tight end. He's a big guy. Russell with the hand passing up, and then Patch just annihilates the block as the 2 Mauricios, Borges and Sousa, get tangled up. They're a couple of big guys, but they were trying to stop Ben Patch. They knew Patch was over on the right front pin. He went over the top of that block, as Ben Patch can do. Jeff Jendrick now to serve. Short float. Good up by Lowe. Lucas Lowe. Oh, that's going to come back. No, it will not. Ben Patch. Shoji with the up, and Patch got a fist on it, but it went wide. So Brazil back within 1, but this is a little different for Team USA. They consistently trail by 1, then 2, then 1, then 2 in both sets 1 and 2, but now they're the one up a point. Can they just play side-out volleyball and then make one little push to get to 25? Big swing. Dan McDonald on a perfect quick set in the middle from a little bit off the net. Made himself available with Kavika Shoji a little bit off the net. Able to run the quick. And Ben Patch is back to serve, and the USA really, I don't know if they've had a 3-point lead all night. Maybe one. They need this point. Patch, good toss, good up though by Brendel. And no stopping. Isak in the middle. Van McDonald was up. He was getting some help. I think Aaron Russell came over to help.
Bruno back to serve at 18-19.
Kavika Shoji checking with the bench, getting some instructions. He's front left in the rotation here. Bruno takes to rip one and misses. Usually he's conservative on his first serve, then dials it up later, but this time he decided to go at Team USA, missed it long. Crowd getting into it, a little hands clap going. Can Aaron Russell rise to the occasion? Sends over a good, smart first serve. And trying to chop off hands, but no touch. Thomas Jeske will have none of it. We've seen that same shot from Wallace, Lucarelli, and Mauricio Borges, as they like to go up and then cut the ball off the left hand of the blocker, but unable to do it. You know, we mentioned they are playing with the Norseca ball. We wanted to remind again, the Norseca play Men's Continental Championship in Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center, September 26th through October the 1st. And the volleyball that we're playing with, the red, white, and green volleyball, is the official ball for the Norseca Championships. But tomorrow night we're going to play with the FIVB ball. So according to assistant coach Brian Thornton, they both move a little bit differently. This ball actually has a little more topspin on it. It doesn't float as much. So we'll see if the serving looks a little different tomorrow night. If you're tuning in late, Matt Anderson and Max Holt played all of sets 1 and 2, but they're getting a little rest here in this set. So Ben Patch is in, along with Dan McDonald. Ball off of hands, and this time Mauricio Borges gets it done. And now he will be the next server. And he has gone on some serving runs. Let's see if the USA, with Ben Patch in, they're going to use a 3-person receive. So Patch's job is to go over on the right side and hit, but he can only tip that ball. Bruno with the one-handed save. Aaron Russell keeps it alive. Good up by Jeske. Patch able to leap and save it out of the back row. Lucas Lowe wipes it off of hands. Great shot by number 5. He read the block and then turned it off of hands and out of bounds. A perfect shot from Lucas Lowe. So Brazil back within 1, and John Spera's not going to let him catch up. He's going to take a timeout. We'll take a short break here. You're watching USA Volleyball on the USAV.org live stream. Recapping set 3, USA up 1 point, but down 2 sets to none. I'm Coach K. You're in Hoffman Estates, watching from the Sears Center, the USA V Cup. Shoji out to Jeske, and Thomas Jeske has lit a fire under Team USA here in this deciding set. Now we're to get the serving specialist, Garrett Mwangu Tutia. Mwangu Tutia, 6'5", out of Oceanside, California, and UCLA. Beautiful campus out there in Los Angeles. If you ever get a chance, go inside their Hall of Fame. It's an unbelievable collection of athletes at UCLA. Some guy named Bill Walton, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, there's a couple. Big shot, left pin, putting it away again. Mauricio Sousa. So the serving sub back off. Only 6 subs and 1 re-entry allowed. Now we're going to get a new pin hitter as Lucas Lowe comes off. And it looks like we're getting in number 21, Rafael Arreo. But it won't matter because Isak misses into the tape. Missed serves have been a big part of every set we've played tonight. So Rafael Arreo off again, and Lucas Lowe back, as his job was clearly to block and attack. No passing. Lucas Lowe, the better passer, back in. Good serve by Shoji. But Bruno in transition off an excellent pass, and he wants to finish this thing. He's screaming at the bench. He wants this done. As he was able to find his middle, Mauricio Sousa for the kill on the quick set. USA still up 1, so a huge point. Will it be 23-all, or will the USA have a 2-point lead? They need a kill here. Shoji's going to try Ben Patch on the left pin, but he tips it. And that leads to a kill on the Bic. And it was legal. Very close to the 3-meter line for Mauricio Borges. He celebrates. Ben Patch is lined up on the left in this rotation. And now John Speraw is going to take a timeout here. And I don't blame him. At 23-all, you have to have everything set. This is rotation 1 with the setter and the right back. So you've got the opposite over on the left side. That's Ben Patch. I like the idea of throwing the high ball out to Ben Patch, but he, for some reason, decided to tip. Thought he saw an opening in the court. It did not go down. So Team USA huddled around their head coach, John Speraw. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hernan Del Zotto, he's got his captain Bruno getting everybody fired up. He's going around. He's got some specific instructions for Lucas Lowe. He's live in the front row. And the server is Hernan, and he launches it long, so the coach's point. Let's see if Bruno talks to him. Well, he's not going to. Everybody says, calm down. USA at a set point. Can we go to 4? It's on the serve of Thomas Jeske. Oh! And Hernan Del Zotto waits till Jeske has the ball in his hands, and he's going to take a timeout. That's what we do in club volleyball. Wait till the server has the ball in their hands and take that timeout. So Brazil, down below to your left, their head coach in the glasses. He's following in some big shoes with the retirement of Bernardo Rezende. Some USA flags on the far side. Also some Brazilian flags. Great atmosphere in Hoffman Estates. If you live in the Chicagoland area and you didn't come out tonight, you missed a great volleyball event. But credit to these Chicagoland fans, and we know fans have come in from a number of other cities. I'm here from St. Louis. I came for this match. So way to go, USA fans. Way to go, Brazilian fans. We are at set point in set 3, and Thomas Jeske with a bullet serve, but handled. Now the ball blocked and out. Just barely. As ripping it, Mauricio Borges out of the back row on the Bic. So we'll get number 10 back in for Brazil. That's Otavio. So basically there's 2 middles in the front row. It lets Mauricio Sousa go over and block right side, but the mid serve. Lucas Lowe with the errant serve. Bruno will return. Let's see if he goes by and has a little chat. He goes by and gives everybody a little low 5. And it's appropriately enough up to Jeff Jendrick, the Wheaton, Illinois native, the Chicagoland product, to put it in play and over the top of the block. So tough to stop Mauricio Sousa. How about Brazil? They just don't go away. Last time these teams played last Tuesday in Brazil, they won in 5 sets, 15-8 in the 5th. Trying to go in 3 here on the home turf of Team USA. Aaron Russell off of hands. Oh, kept alive by Mauricio Borges, but it's jousted and coming back from USA. And Aaron Russell, and he turns and celebrates too, the hometown crowd. He reminds these fans, the boys are back in town. This is our house. Here comes Ben Patch. Now, Ben Patch is an all-or-nothing server. I say he goes for it here, and this is either an ace or a miss. There's no way there's anything else from Ben Patch. Let's see. Watch him cross me up and go jump float. No, he rips it, but a good up by Mauricio Borges. He's playing fantastic. Then he's blocked. Bruno's going to try Hanan off the double block, and it goes down. Actually, off a triple block. Everybody was up. I like the serve from Ben Patch, but Brazil's passing holding up in tense situations. Another set point avoided. We're in bonus time, overtime volleyball. Bruno back on serve. Ben Patch clapping with the crowd. USA needs to keep the ad. Aaron Russell with the ball well off the net. Patch over the top of the block. It's up. Lucas Lowe with the dig. Mauricio Borges blocked. They're going to try Hanan off of hands. Watton is there. Oh, it's a perfect up, and it goes down. Spectacular play. First of all, Dustin Watton. Then Kavika Shoji with the up. And finally, Dan McDonald with the kill. 3 great touches, all 3 contacts for Team USA. Get them another set point. Aaron Russell, the veteran, can he get it done? Perfect time for an ace serve from Aaron Russell. Oh, he takes a little something off of it. Brendel with a good up. And Mauricio Borges with another kill. What a shot by number 19. Mauricio Borges Almeida Silva. And he's now the server, appropriately so, at 27-all, as he has put this Brazilian team on his back and carried them through a number of set points. Now he sends over a bullet serve. Good up by Russell. Ben Patch, hard angle. Bruno with the dig. Oh, look at the sweet hands from Mauricio Borges, and Watton off of hands, and now it's going to be a set point Brazil. And appropriately so for Brazil. Mauricio Borges with the serve. Lots of housekeeping by the women players from Northern Illinois University as everybody on Team USA hit the deck. The ball off the attack went off of the libero Dustin Watton. He got a good touch on it, but it went back and no one could bring it home. Pressure serve time for Mauricio Borges. Crowd chanting USA. And it's in. No! Line judge with the call. First referee agrees. Mauricio Borges with the ace. Brazil celebrates. Team USA drops it by a score of 27-29. Well, it's the first year of the quad. I'll remind everyone of that one on a number of occasions. And the number 1 team in the world has prevailed in a straight set over a mixture of veterans and youth for Team USA, but it was a great match. Brazil wins it. Congratulations to their head coach, Hanan Delzado. They win it 25-21, 25-23, 29-27. But congratulations to Team USA as they put on quite a show, particularly in the third set. So we're going to do it all over again here in Hoffman Estates from the Sears Center tomorrow night. I'm Coach K. Thank you for joining us. I'm a big fan of Team USA. I know you are too, as well as our Brazilian fans who tuned in. We hope you enjoyed it. Your team is fantastic. Number 1 in the world, USA. Number 2 in the world. These two teams go at it again tomorrow night here in the Sears Center at 7:30 Central Daylight Time. The players applauding the fans here. Great turnout, Chicagoland. Come back and join me. I'm Coach K. And tune in tomorrow night on USAV.org. Thanks for watching USA Volleyball.